Hey guys, welcome to our Azure Learning YouTube channel. So in this video, we're gonna talk about Azure Backup and how that protecting the data. This is what literally we're gonna see. And in this part on video, I'm gonna show you how we can set up that Azure Backup. And also, what are all the key features are there? What are all the advantages, disadvantages? This is all we're gonna see today. Okay, so let's go and create the Azure Backup. So before that, what is that Azure Backup? Okay, it's a cloud-based backup service which comes from the Azure, and also it helps you to helps you backup and restore data for your application and also files, servers, and even virtual machines as well. Okay, and then the beauty is no need of physical server hardware like tape drivers or local storage. Okay, everything is secured and stored in the Azure cloud. Okay, for example, imagine your company's data is accidentally deleted or attacked by ransomware or any cyber security issue. Okay, Azure Backups helps you to restore it quickly. That's the thing. Okay. In addition to that, some key features are there. Those all will discuss it. So now let me go to the Azure Backup. So to work with backup, we must configure the backup vault. Okay, so whatever the backup which you're gonna keep it in Azure, that must be under this backup vault. So let's create it like, just search it like recovery service vault. Under this vault, we can create it, all the backups. Okay, so now I'm just gonna create the new resource group. This is new RG, it's new RG Azure Learning. And here we need to specify the vault name. So vault name is, we can say like my vault or demo vault. My vault demo. Like that, I'm just giving one name over here, and which is going to present on east to west. Then just go to the redundancy part. Redundancy. So how it gonna keep the backups? It can be geo redundancy, local redundancy, and zone redundancy. Zone redundancy means it would keep backups in the data centers. Okay, so if something gonna happen into the data centers, there we to provide the high availability. Geo redundancy means, local redundancy. Okay, so if something gonna happen to the data center, your entire data will lose. If it's gonna be in a zone level, uh, high availability it would provide. If something gonna happen to your data center, which would retrieve data from the another one. And zero redundancy means your data would completely in a different location, different region. If something gonna happen to your home region, it would retrieve backup over there. And also, if you're gonna take a redundancy, try to pick local redundancy for your demo purpose, because here you can save more cost than those. And coming to the encryption, okay, which way of encryption you gonna approach over here? Which is going to be a Microsoft encryption key or customer encryption key? See, to work with this customer managed key, you must create a key vault. Okay, so this is what recovery service vault. Recovery service vault is to keep the backup. Key vault is to work with encryptions, and then SSL certifications, keys. This all we can do over there. Okay, so you have to create a key vault, and then you need to create key over there. After that, you can apply that encryption key over here. Okay, so but now I'm just going with the default encryption model and vault properties. Okay, enable immutability. So after the creation, we cannot update. So I'm just skipping that one. And network connectivity, which can be accessible by any network peoples, and also tags. Okay, so tags we discussed, and let's do review and create it. Okay, so now the creation is going on. Okay, so what are all the benefits here? First of all, see, it's literally a cost effective factor. Okay, so here you can pay only for what you use. Okay, no upfront hardware investment. That's the advantage one. And the second advantage is, centralized backup management through the Azure portal. See, if we gonna keep resources, if we wants to organize all the resources in a centralized location, we would configure a resource group and we would keep all the resources over there. Correct? That's for resource centralization. Okay, so here we are literally centralized all the backups in a same area. Okay, in a Azure portal itself. And the next advantage is reliability. Okay, so here we can do geo redundancy. Okay, so if something gonna happen to your home region, you can easily retrieve data over there. And the compliance. Okay, it helps meet industry regulations for your data protection. Okay, and some real world use cases are there. Use case number one, you can apply disaster recovery. If any company expecting a BCP, BCP means business continuity plan, you can apply disaster recovery for them. Okay, so it would quickly restore the critical data after an outage or ransomware attack. Okay, that's that advantage. See, our deployment is done. See, enable backup, enable site recovery. Okay, this backup model I think we discussed in previous part. And backed up items. In this backed up items, we can see virtual machine, agent, backup vault, like many, all the backups would be available over here. Okay, whatever the backup which you're gonna take, you must select one Azure Key Vault, then only you can keep a backup. And this is what the replicated items, and then the backup policies, alerts, like many stuffs are there. Those all will discuss one by one. And also the second advantage is you can apply backup for VMs as well. If a company is expecting to do scheduled backup for their VM, you can apply it. Okay, which literally protects your VM in Azure. And also, if you want to, uh, migrate your VM into Azure, you can take backup for that VM as well. Okay, so if you wanted to replicate the same VM into an on-prem server, you can. This backup would help you. Okay, and also which would helps in the basis of files and database backup as well. Okay, it securely backups your application data and files, and and also which supports long-term storage and for audits, and then the legal needs, if we need, we can do it over here. This all we are getting from here. And yeah, and also which supports cross platform also, which supports. So if you wants to integrate it on Windows, sorry, if you wants to take a backup for Windows machine or Linux machine or Mac machine, it would support. Okay, and also even it can be in on-prem as well. And some retentions policies are there: data security, scalability, and then point in time restore. Okay, point in time restore means it recovers the data from a specific point in time. Okay, so yeah, and here if anybody did any activity, you can monitor all the logs. Just before we created this vault, right, so that vault log only come over. See, that status is succeed. A few minutes before I initiated the timestamp, subscription event and all, we can see over here. In addition to that, here networking, and then that private link service, which means that that public access. If you're gonna enable that private connection, you have to enable this private endpoint. This one we created as a video in our Azure YouTube channel. So for your reference, I'll put that link in our description so you can check that out. And yeah, so these are all the things we're gonna discuss in the next part. And yeah, thank you everyone. See you in the next video. In that next video, we'll discuss more things into this backup model.